Give me a second.
Synonym rules, just like grammar used to make. Thank you, Jared.
Fuck you, Jared.
My hangover just got fucking worse.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna take a quick restroom break.
He's got to go punctuate how bad that pun was.
And now I'm just munching on coffee beans over here, so I don't hear the fox lady talking anymore.
What are we voting on?
Someone went to the bathroom, but I can't remember what the earth spell was, but you know that he used mechanically a 7th and an 8th level spell, which are theoretical as far as you know, Demois. As far as you know, Lamb, you know he used things that you still believed were literally impossible, like the whole sword creating a dragon out of gold story, except now you've seen what you thought was impossible. I think Lamb went to the bathroom though, so I'll have to tell him that later.
I have a wireless
Was
headset.
it stone shape?
Oh, no, there you are. Sorry. What was that?
Was it stone shape?
No, move Earth.
Knowing that it's mechanical, could I possibly ask a guard if that is allowed?
No, it's not mechanical, as in I'm talking mechanics wise.
Yeah,
like
he means like meta knowledge.
Right,
Okay.
There's no such thing as 9th level spell in terms of spells. It's just the level in terms of mechanics wise.
Okay. I thought you meant
that's really all it means.
I thought you meant like a assisted spell.
No. As in he used, like, technically no spells right now, and Lamb knows 0 and 1. This guy used 7 and 8, which...
Are you sure Move Earth is a 7th? I thought
No,
it was a 6th.
Control Weather is a 7th. And then he used Prismatic Wall, the rainbow walls. Which, by the way, is a fucking crazy spell.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is.
And then he had them all just sink into the ground, so he has a little bit of control over them too. But that's what you know. Basically, both of you should be at a point where you're like, no fucking way. Everyone else is like in awe and cheering, but they don't actually understand the gravity of how powerful this man must be.
Would this be considered beginners?
What was that?
Seeing that this is a beginners tournament, it would be considered beginner, correct?
It would, but this is just one of those scenes where it's not actually a competition, and they just have him show off to show off.
Okay.
But that's not really the point to take
do.
from it. The point to take from this is there's no, like, he's doing things I didn't think were possible. That's the thing to take away from this.
Okay. I just want to make sure he wasn't cheating.
No, it's not. He's not even a contestant. It's mostly... to pause game real quick, in a sense, take this as a way of the DM having your characters have a purpose behind them wanting to become more powerful. They've just seen the impossible. Which means that opens the world of, I know fire can be done, and then someone just made a giant plume of fire, you would be like, holy crap, never mind, my little fire ember that I can make is nothing. I need to learn to be better. That's what this is. It's basically the DM giving your characters a purpose behind, maybe not a purpose, but extra for becoming better.
Okay.
Nevertheless, that's what you see. And at that, the white-haired man announces that day 2 has ended, and he would like for you all to head on off. You're all able to head off, but Jared, you're able to head off too, but remember, you're expected. So that's up to you if you intend to just head off.
Was there a winner
At least
determined?
he's not expecting. That one doesn't have a winner, I don't think. Not technically.
That one doesn't have a winner. That's
Okay,
just
you chaperones.
for them to show off, basically. It's
Okay.
basically who has the biggest dick kind of thing, and you did. And then this guy came out and was like, no. You don't
Yard long
understand.
schlong.
You're a child.
Alright.
We could go places
Nevertheless,
with that,
the
but
crowds begin to disperse and head on out. And while they head on out and go their ways, it's about time for you guys to, as well, be allowed out of the Colosseum.
Yay! My hangover's gone.
I
take
head
it.
towards the locker rooms. It's the only place I would really know to look for someone to meet up with.
Well, your exit is through the locker rooms. That's the exit for the contestants. So I'd imagine you all go as a party. But when you get to the locker rooms, there is 2 guardsmen waiting in there, and they motion towards Jared's character to come with them.
I follow.
Does anyone question or try to go with him or anything? This is literally your teammate getting pulled away with guards.
I would.
I would.
as well.
I would slide up to the guards and go, "Hey, what's going on?"
I would go along as well, just because I'm curious about the mithril.
Okay.
Mithril.
Huh?
I'm more curious about him than really what's going on.
Sure. So let me ask real quick. Does anyone not go? Okay. That answers that. I wasn't sure. So I heard a lot of yeses, but I had to make sure. So as you start to walk with him up to the guards go, whoa. We only need him.
Yes, but that is a friend of ours, and we're as curious as your little buddy.
I turn to the group. I'm sure this won't take long. I can talk with you guys back at the guild hall.
Well, my curiosity stated. I turn around and start walking away.
One of the guards looks at you guys and goes, listen, it's not like he's in trouble. It's just for whatever reason, Sir Octominos wants to talk to him.
His is a curious one.
They begin to head off with Jared. Does people continue to follow?
I
I
pretty much
wait in
turn
the
around.
locker room.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be waiting just outside the Coliseum.
Same
I'm gonna
here.
say something to the group.
Hang on, there's so many people talking. Okay, Demois, what do you do?
I would wait for him to return.
In the locker room or outside the Coliseum?
Probably in the locker room.
Okay. Kelp, you said you're gonna wait for him in the locker room?
Mm-hmm.
Lamb?
Waiting outside the Coliseum.
Outside the Coliseum? Noah?
I'm waiting in the locker room. I got something to say to the group.
Alright, and Tate?
Wait outside the Coliseum, but I first want to hear what Noah says.
Noah, does your character announce you have something to say to them before Lamb and Tate's characters head out, or
Oh,
no?
yeah.
Okay.
I got something to say for you guys before you head off.
Alright, so they lead Jared's character off, and they head on up some stairs towards, who knows where. Before we continue with them, real quickly though, we'll stay in the locker room. Noah, go ahead and say what your character wishes to say to them.
That person that brought Zephyr up just a little bit ago, same person who actually revived the guy I killed in the Colosseum. Though, I think they're a bit interested in him considering, well, you know, kind of
What he
these
is.
that armor body of his. And considering someone who can revive people is interested in that, we might want to keep a close eye on this.
Real quickly, did you know about it, Noah? I thought it was Demoise's character that found out about it.
I was in the locker room and I saw the guy get raised.
Oh yeah, that's right. It wasn't Octominos that raised him. It was the girl.
I know, I mentioned that, and I was mentioning that about the girl,
Gotcha,
who
I'm
also
sorry.
walked out.
I'm sorry, I was mistaken with hearing.
Oh, it's fine. That's all I had to say for now, you guys.
So, bar my interruption there, does anyone say anything about him saying that with the resurrection thing?
Well, my character would say, well, that once again explains a lot.
My character already knows about this, but I really don't feel like I would comment on it.
That guy's still in shock. From the Coliseum thing.
Fair enough.
Grumble, grumble, gnomes. Grumble.
All right, so while you guys are talking and finding this out, and then as soon as Noah's character is done saying this, I assume then Lamb and Tate's characters then actually do head on out to wait outside the Coliseum like they said they wanted to. We'll swap over back to Jared. So Jared, you are led up to a room with 2 large red doors. The guards just point and go, "He's in there waiting for you." And they head out of this entrance room and wait outside.
I slowly open the doors and step inside.
As you open doors, you find a room that looks very nice and cozy. Has a bar, it has a door leading out into the stands where the white-haired man was speaking. And it has 2 couches facing each other. And the one facing towards you is Octominos, standing behind it. Sitting in front of him is the white-haired man and both of the females, sitting there looking at you intently.
I walk towards them, and when I get near the seating area, I bow. You wanted to speak with me?
Yes, but first we're waiting for one more guest. As he says that, from a door opposite of the one you came in, enters a gnome. He looks happy and cheery, and he's just walking with kind of glee. Is that the one?
Goddamn gnomes.
Fantastic.
Do I
I've been
recognize
waiting
the
a-
gnome even though I'm not in the room?
No. Fantastic. You do not. You wouldn't. Fantastic. I've been waiting for one of them to show up. How
No,
are you,
what's
boy?
in there?
He goes up, grabs your hand, and just starts shaking it. Do you fight it or no?
No, I. What kind of handshake is it? Is it like a?
Excited, like
handshake,
just
or-
excited to see you.
I grip my hand back enough that it's not like flung out of his hand, but I don't really shake back. I just let my arm go with his shake.
Okay. He heads back over and he goes, "So." He looks at Octominos. Go ahead and ask him. And Octominos just looks at you and goes, "What do you know?"
I know that my appearance seems to have caused quite the trifle outside.
Where is she?
I see. He looks at the gnome and goes, "He should get the gift later." They look back at you and go, "Listen, we know what you are. They do not. They should not. The world does not. we advise that you keep your cloak on most areas that you go.
That was the original plan.
Good. Nevertheless, it is interesting to meet you, Mr. or Unit, or what is your name? What do you go by?
My name is Zephyr.
Thank you, Noah.
You see Gnome, or you see this gnome.
You know.
I already revealed his name. Whoops. You see this gnome write down on a piece of paper, and goes, "Well, fantastic. Well, my name's Gnome, and I want you to come by my shop down in the Market District. Let's say in 2 hours. You can bring your friends if you want, but it's primarily you I want to have show up."
This intrigues me. I will show up. They may follow me. They seem quite interested in what had happened.
Fantastic. Well, I'm off, and he just runs on off. Octominos just looks at you and go, 1 minute. Sorry.
Damn it,
I had
Carrie.
a brain fart, and I forgot exactly what I was going to say.
We can blame Curry anyway.
Anyway, Octominos goes, "You'll be brought back in this room with your friends later. For now, though, go. Have fun. Keep yourself hidden. Do whatever you do. Just be mindful of what you do."
Thank you. Have a good day. I bow and then start to walk away and leave.
As you walk away and you exit out that door, entering through the door right adjacent to it is the woman with all the stuff. The cleric lady.
I watch her as I leave.
She doesn't even give you a passing glance as she enters.
I continue to head out and not stay my welcome.
Yep. So you head on down and you find Demois, Kelb, and Noah's characters in the locker room.
See? Told you it wouldn't take long. I do, however, need to head to a... someone has requested me to visit them in a couple hours.
Do you mind if we join?
He said there was no problem if you showed up.
Very well then. I shall join you.
Sounds good to me.
Sounds good to me.
A little exercise
Tate, you're
might
not
help with this
there.
migraine.
So as you guys say this then, and I assume prepare to head out, meanwhile, Tate and Lamb, both of you leave
Our mug.
leave the Colosseum. And as you get out, you see off a little bit down the road, not necessarily down the road, but this is like a wide open area, so where the open area kind of ends and it's near the buildings, you see there's a large crowd and a wagon, and it looks like they're there for seeing whatever's there. Are you intrigued by this growing crowd?
Tate, you go first.
Approached by what?
You're not approached by anything. You just see off in the distance there's a crowd around some sort of caravan.
Oh.
You're not sure. Well, not caravan. It's more just a single wagon. And it looks like maybe someone's selling something or doing something or something that's noteworthy of them wanting to be like, ooh, ah.
I slowly wander my way over there. Hey, we should definitely check this out. Who knows what we'll find? Maybe we'll find that robe you keep wanting me to buy. As if.
Maybe you guys will find a boat. You guys know how much you wanted one of those?
A rope?
Boat.
Oh, boat.
Rope. Well, Lamb did always want to lead me around.
Yeah. My guy's eyes are basically glossed over at the moment. I'm still trying to figure out what the fuck I just saw in the arena. So I probably either walk right around the crowd or I just don't pay it any mind.
So you just pretty much walk into the crowd and just stare?
No, I'm basically just making I'm either stopping before the crowd, just like enough so I'm visible away from the crowd. So it's like, oh, they come out of there, they can probably see me pretty easily. Or I'm going around the crowd and waiting for the crowd.
Tate, what do you do when you reach the crowd?
I am trying to get a good look at what's going on in the middle. So trying to work my way in, probably.
So,
But I'll take any spot I can see.
as you work your way in, you see a stage, more or less, being brought out of the wagon. Kind of like, think of a flatbed, but with an extending flatbed. You know, wheels, basically.
Yeah.
With the tarp painting down underneath of it to hide the bottom, so it looks like a very makeshift but nice-ish thing. And as he does that, then you see a man come out and he goes, "Ah, ladies and gentlemen, I see you've all arrived to my magic show. Well, first off, I need a volunteer. Do either of you raise your hands or no?"
No. Sounds like a no.
Probably an arrow.
Okay. Nevertheless, though, as he's looking around, he jumps off the stage and walks up to Tate's character and goes, "You! Come with me!" And he grabs your hand and starts to pull you towards the stage.
I'm not very good at the stage. Last time I did, I completely misdirected an arrow.
Are you saying this while he's pulling you to the stage?
Yeah.
Okay. Nevertheless, as you say this, he still pulls you up on stage and goes, I found my volunteer, ladies and gentlemen. Well, I know many of you have heard many rumors, but that Mr. Octominos isn't the only one with some secret magic. I can actually turn anything into anything. Now, my lovely contestant here shall... Oh, he kind of looks at you. Lovely contestant here shall help me, and I shall convert her from not being just this person into something totally new. He leans over to you.
I'm already totally new, baby.
He leans over with a kind of tarp, like a circular tarp. And as he grabs it and is handing it over to you, he's leaning over to you and he goes, "Kid, listen, just go along with this. I'll pay you money when it's all said and done."
Once he brought up the whole turn something into something, I kind of snap out of it and walk into the crowd.
Okay. Do you take the tarp, Tate?
I do take the tarp.
All right. It's attached to a metal ring. He goes, "Now, just step on into the metal ring here." Do you do so?
All right, like this. I take a step into the ring.
Fantastic. And now we just lift this up.
Can I cast Detect Magic?
Absolutely. He lifts up the tarp and ring. You hear a little bit of a snap as it snaps into place. And he goes, and a 1, and a 2. And as he says 2, you feel the floor beneath you fall. You fall inward underneath, and there's another man in there lifting a chicken up out of the hole and closing the door above him. Or above the chicken, not above him. Yeah, above him, under the chicken. Closing the trap door. 3, and you hear something drop, and all of a sudden you hear the crowd go, Lamb, what you see is slightly different. What you see is it go up. He says 1, 2, 3, and he drops it. She is nowhere to be seen, and instead there's simply a chicken there.
But my detect magic doesn't pick anything up on that.
Your detect magic says there isn't shit going on here. This is some goddamn scamming. The man underneath the tarp motions at you, Tate, to go over to a different spot underneath of here. A kind of closed off spot.
I hastily hurry my way over there.
He kind of crawls with you, following, and as you get in, he closes the door behind you and goes, "You're gonna get lifted up into the cart. You know, when we close this, we gotta keep it hidden." And as he does that and closes it, he heads on out of the underneath. And the man up top, for what you see, Lamboni, is bowing, and another man comes out that you see now with a hat, and he's collecting money in it, and everyone's going, "Woo!" And he goes, "Thank you,
As he's doing
thank
that,
you."
can I walk forward and pull up the skirt to the stage?
Absolutely.
All right.
So you walk up, you pull up the skirt, and it's just empty under there. You see nothing. You're revealing nothing.
I'm not actually doing it in front of the crowd, by the way. I'm trying to go to the side of the stage.
Gotcha. So as you do that, yeah, you lift up the curtain and you see nothing in there. Do you have dark
Right.
vision?
I do not believe so. Let me check.
I do.
I have
basically.
low light vision.
All right. Well, this would be kind of low light. Yeah, you can see clearly there's nothing in there. It's kind of hard to see the back far end because of the lack of light, being that it's not necessarily low light. That would be dark, so you need dark vision, I guess. But yeah, there's nothing in there, and the guy with the hat comes over and goes, "Hey!" And he kind of pushes you away from there as him and the other guy are trying to close up this to reveal there's nothing underneath. Do you move out of the way from when he kind of pushes you away?
I do not.
Give me a minute.
Take your time.
All right, pick
Well,
someone
Marcus,
to
roll.
roll a strength check for you.
Cal.
15. I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't have a strength fire, so it's just 15.
He overpowers you and pushes you out of the way, and they real quickly push this stage into the cart, revealing there's nothing under, and fans once more go, "Oh, it was real. There's nothing under there." They pick up the chicken and laugh, and they go, well, now we have to go fix her and turn her back. That's how magic is. And the cart starts to get pulled away. Tate, you feel yourself starting to move.
Where are we going? What are we doing? Where are we going? What are we doing?
There's no response to you as you're whispering this.
Lamb, burn it down.
I don't use fire.
Burn
for
it with
one.
fire. Burn with
Damn it, Lamb.
burn it with lightning. Then
I don't use
Burn
that.
with
either.
ice.
Wait,
He's
is the
all
cart-
ice.
Is the cart completely
Burn it
rolling
with
away?
ice.
Yeah, but
I'm also
you
not
feel
gonna light
yourself
something
moving.
on fire
You're in the
middle
cart,
of the
Nickley.
fucking city.
But is it moving away forever? Am I being
You
kidnapped?
can't. You don't know. You can't tell. All you know is you were put into a secret compartment in the wagon, and now it's moving. You can feel movement. You can't see movement. You're in a pitch black box, basically. And you can feel that there's movement.
If only we were Lamb with gaslight.
Well, I can see inside the box because I have the visions.
Yeah.
It's still just a box with no light in it, though.
I can see inside this box though. There's a fox in the box.
Nevertheless, as it's moving, Lamb, do you stop it? They are now
No.
actually picking up a little bit of speed and heading towards an intersection.
No.
Do you just follow?
No, I'm just shaking my head and staying there.
I don't trust it. I think I'm going to escape artist.
How?
I don't know. I have that skill though.
I know
Just
you
try to
have it.
bust-
There's no obvious lock. Like, it locks on the outside, and there's no way to sneak your hand out there to get to it.
True.
You could try brute force.
Right. That would be more what you would do, is actually try to break yourself out.
I'm guessing lighting it on fire would not be a good thing.
Well, you're in it, and you're covered
No.
in fur, so...
Just kick
Well,
yourself.
I could try and break
man.
free. I could try and kick it open. I don't know how that's gonna work. Well, I'll try. Because I can tell it's picking up speed, and I'm like, we are no longer doing the stage. I do not agree with this. I do not consent.
You
Okay.
could also try to intimidate the door.
And
That's
since
true.
Tate learned the crafting skill, Angry Carpenter.
All right, Tate, roll your strength check.
It's a +1. What the hell was that? That didn't roll at all. I hit R when I was floating over it, and it just kind of went, eh.
So do you need to re-roll it then? Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah.
All right. I saw it roll then.
Yeah.
You should have kept the 16.
Well,
Couldn't think of this
You
one,
should
right?
have kept the other roll though, I guess.
Oh, I'm not really
you
dishonest
kick
with that. It just kind of went, eh.
Fair enough. So you kick at the door. Nothing happens. It keeps going a little bit further. You gotta let it drop. You
Hold
can
on.
roll one
My
more
lip
time,
might-
Tate.
What the fuck? That wasn't a roll either.
Well,
Or
Dave.
again.
All right. You kick a few times, and eventually you feel it stop. And you hear some talking, and you hear the lock starting to be opened.
Wait, Tate's actually kicking over the lock?
No, it's just he can hear someone's opening.
Okay.
Do you
Double
try to
four.
bust your way out while it's getting opened, or do you just let it get opened?
I do let it get opened.
All right.
I act like I did nothing.
It unlocks and it opens, and there's a slave trader. No, it unlocks and it
Hey, no.
opens, and you see the
At the demon.
you see the two gentlemen there waiting for you to get out.
Hi. Where are we?
Don't worry about that. Good work, kid. He gives you a bag. Here's your payment. Go. Never speak of this.
Can I make up a funny story?
No.
Okay. I wander away. It could have gone worse. With the bag of coin, obviously.
Yeah, I thought Lamb was gonna try and breaking you out, but he just let
No,
his friend
Lamb-
get taken away.
was-
He was like, "This is my chance."
No, it's more like she went up there, so I don't really give a damn.
I didn't. I got pulled up there.
I also wasn't fully aware when that happened.
Fair enough. So yeah, you're able to get out. You check what's in the bag, Tate.
Yes.
It's a piece of paper that says "fuck yourself." No, you have
No,
5
fuck
gold.
you. I will fucking destroy you, mate.
You have 5 gold. It's technically some silver and
Ew.
whatnot, but it comes to the equivalent of 5 gold.
By the way, Marcus, we were doing hundreds, right? Not tens.
Yeah,
Like
hunts.
an actual rule state.
Or wait, what are you talking about?
For the conversion of the money.
Yeah,
Just wanted to double check.
it's by 100, so 100 silver is 1 gold.
Yeah, you know, the fucking book says 10, just like, why?
Yeah, no, we're doing 100. So what do you do, Tate?
I
What do you do?
look around, wondering where the hell I'm at inside the town, for one.
You can clearly see the Coliseum from here. You're only about 4 blocks away.
Alright, I shrug and head that way.
All right, you head
Well, that
off.
was adventure.
So you head back to the Coliseum then?
Yes.
All right. While you're heading back, the rest of you exit the Coliseum and see Lamb's character standing near a crowd. There's no purpose behind the crowd, as far as you're aware.
I'd assume they just came out of the Coliseum. Maybe they're talking about today's events.
Very possible.
Lamb's character was near a crowd.
To
Yeah.
be fair, Jared happened.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not dumb. I can assume this is the same crowd because Lamb's there.
Oh no, you're not there yet.
Oh.
Give them a minute for them to catch up to you.
Okay.
Lamb, do you turn around and notice your compatriots?
I was fading that way anyway after the damn show.
Oh, okay. So you see them walking out then too.
I'm just gonna give a curt nod and keep my mouth shut.
All right. Does anyone walk to each other, or do you guys just have a stare standoff?
Staring contest, go!
I'll start heading towards him.
Yeah, gather around.
So I'm assuming you all follow Jared up to Lamb. Tate, you see your compatriots meeting up off in the distance, about not much of a distance, about 2 blocks away.
Alright. I am going to pocket the gold, obviously, because I was walking with it, counting it a little bit, like hidden away, and I immediately head back. Hey guys, wait up! I was just a chicken.
So, what's
It's
with the
weird.
crowd?
Just a bunch of liars and thieves.
Oh, come.
Pretending
I
it was
lean over
something
Lamb.
far greater than themselves.
I lean over to Lamb. Oh, come now. It was a fantastic magic show.
I get the
You always like
feeling,
being a
Lamb, you're
chicken,
gonna
by the way.
start. I get the feeling, Lamb, you're gonna start worshiping Octaminos' character as a god. You're like, he's the only true powerful one.
No, not something like that. Like, I'm shocked and surprised, but I'm not like he's a deity. I know he is very, very, very good at what he does.
You were the chosen one, Octos.
Octos?
Octoast? Shit, we're octoast, boys.
Anyway, so that's what you heard, and then Tate said, "Oh, come on, I was a chicken."
Yes, a sec.
You know what it's like being a chicken? It's amazing.
Oh, glad I rolled high, Tate. I was about to punch you.
You
At
were a
this point,
chicken.
At this point, I'm just getting up in his face. No. You were under a stage.
Shh. People don't need to know that. And I slipped 2 gold pieces into his hand. People don't need to know that.
I'm turning around and throwing the gold onto the street. Like hell. Without
Eh?
knowledge like this, these people don't know what to believe.
I picked those up.
Like, Lamb can't be bribed, and it's just like, ooh, money.
Opportunity. Gotta take it where it lands. Just like how my shot fell short. Take it where it lands.
Tate offers character ice cream. Maybe he wants ice cream. Do you want ice
Do you
cream,
want-
buddy?
Everybody wants ice cream.
No, this at that point after I
Do you
did
wanna
that,
go to
I've
Disney World?
left.
Do you want to go to Disney World?
Once I threw the gold and said that, I left.
Okay.
Look,
Um.
Look puzzly at Tate and ask him what just happened.
Oh, just a magic show. It was fun. I was a chicken.
I kind of look at him in disbelief. It's like, sure, you were a chicken.
No, it's fine. That's how magic works, apparently.
Did you hunt yourself?
That's the funny
Um,
thing. It was a
well,
fox
Athena
person being
obviously-
turned into a chicken.
Could I,
Well,
To
Vina
roll
obviously knows how
knowledge,
magic works.
I want to roll knowledge of Arcana on that statement.
Go ahead.
To see if there's a transform thing into chicken spell?
Sure.
Yes, it's the most
AKA
classic
polymorph?
polymorph. Yeah.
Is there even a polymorph in 3.5?
There is. Kinda.
Okay, let's see what I got here. So, 15. I mean, 25. Sorry, 25.
All right, give me a
Add
minute.
it.
Hello?
We're still here. I'm checking something real quick. I mean, I think polymorph is a spell.
It
Yeah.
is. It's a sorcerer / wizard fourth.
Okay. So yeah, you know
looking
that
at it
there
right now.
is the potential of that being a spell, but that would mean that guy has to be a decently versed wizard if that's the case. Or that a decently versed wizard was here, and he didn't want to be part of a magic show-off.
So I'd probably have. That'd probably further my doubt that it was legit.
Right, you'd be like, that's theoretically possible, but that makes no sense as to why he didn't get involved in anything.
Yeah.
Says this coming from Mr. Wu. I wander back following Lamb. Wait up for me. I also know Gamois is very well versed in magic, so I obviously know that he knows. But I'm just like, nobody's playing along. My character's the only one who is like taking advantage of the situation. And it's just because she got gold.
All right, so, does anyone do anything prior to heading off to that shop? Granted, Tate's character and Lamb's character were not told about what you're doing. So unless in between now and then you go find their characters and
Yeah.
tell them, they probably wouldn't be joining
Cal
you.
said no. Why, Cal?
That's it. I'm more interested in what's going on than including them. And it's like nothing personal. I'm just wanting to learn about Jared's character. Because
That's
I'm
fine.
intrigued by the magic.
Well, remember, Tate's character is a humanoid fox, so he's also pretty magical.
Yeah.
I mean,
hmm
it's a different type of thing, kind of. It's,
I know.
Yeah,
He believes
It's-
in me not turning it into a chicken, not that there's a humanoid fox standing in front of him. Or he doesn't believe in that.
I could just assume it's a very hairy person. Dwarf and all. Have you seen dwarves?
Yeah.
my dwarf.
Tate's character looks
Eh.
very not. Anyway, so
Um,
nobody
it's-
goes and gets their characters.
I am just gonna see if I can, on the way over, see if I can find a store that either sells a sack that I can turn into a new bandana or just an actual bandana.
Okay. Roll me a search as you do it.
Wish to keep or mention rather that I am following Jared.
my character sees Tate more as like a pet than like an actual person.
Did you hear that, Tate? You're a pet.
9.
Wow.
Oh yeah, you're able to find a shop. It looks like it's a clothes shop. Do you enter said shop?
Yes.
Okay. You enter the shop. Does the people following him follow him in?
I do, just to browse.
Have
All
me and
right.
Lamb been told? Are we there?
No.
No, you guys headed off somewhere. Where were... I'll ask real quick. Where were the two of you heading off to?
I have no idea.
Yep.
So after
Famously wondering.
after walking in a direction for a while and realizing you're going in a direction with no purpose, what do you decide to do at that point, now that Tate's character has caught up to you?
So trying to drown him out as best I can, I'm just going to try and make out my surroundings and see where the hell I am. And where
You're
I
just
would
on
like
one
to...
of them dregs. You would know how to get your way back to the guild hall from here.
Alright, thank you, because that was the thing I was going to say next.
Oh, I thought you might want to find a cloak for Tate to wear.
Not really.
He
Not
doesn't
really.
give a
My
fuck right
character's
now.
completely.
No,
My
right
character's
now my guy is
completely
very,
fucking fine.
very angry.
Why? This happens all the time.
Yeah, except he's been traveling for 5 years because of his magic. He doesn't like it when people
Oh,
fake
true.
it to make it look like it's just a wave of the hand.
Well, yeah, but it was all for profit, and she's trying to share it with you.
Yeah,
It's all
no,
for
and
the good
that's
of us.
exactly why he doesn't like it. It's for profit. It's a dishonest way of making money. They're duping people into giving him money.
That's true.
It is true.
And
Man,
just
when
from
you word it
his
like
experience, he would be very, very angry.
You know, when you word it like that,
That's
you
what my
could
OC
probably
here,
donate this
Marcus.
dirty money to
I
some
am.
kid who needs it or something. Because my character's been friends with Lamb for quite a while. What are you doing? What have you done?
That was all out of character, I'm assuming.
No, my character would be friends with yours, and she can tell you're mad. Oh my god, who messed up? I'm gonna die. Anyway, my character has been friends with yours for quite some time, so she would be perfectly a-okay without your influence on keeping the money. But with your influence, she'd kind of feel bad because she's like, she can tell it means a lot to you.
Well, no, was that whole spiel in or out of character? Because I thought it was out of character.
Oh, that was in character.
Oh, okay. Well, to be fair, I also did say I was kind of drowning you out in character.
I know.
Okay.
So, but you guys go back to the guild hall then, in the end?
Yeah.
Okay. Inside of the clothes shop then, you enter, And there's exactly what you would imagine. There's clothes and fabric. Go imagine.
Woohoo! Clothes and fabric. Never would have guessed that. In a shop.
Right. Well, this is a straight
How's that
accessory and clothes shop, so you don't see any swords or any of that stuff. This is clearly just clothing.
Not even a cloth sword. What the hell's wrong with this place?
Sure, they have a cloth sword for the kitties.
I look
Yes.
over at the rolls of cloth and look for something that's fairly plain but looks rugged.
Realistically, you're able to find what you want unless it's some sort of magical material. But if you just want a simple, like, bandana, nothing special, not made out of anything special, you'd realistically be able to find it. At the very minimum, maybe like fabric that you could just have them cut off and use as a bandana. But I mean, in the end, something would be here. Just tell me what you're looking for.
Good.
Yeah, I'm just looking for a cloth bandana that would do well in the outdoors.
Would my character have noticed like all the people staring at Tate's character?
When?
Anytime.
Absolutely. Everyone would realistically notice that. And now with Jared's character, while you were walking here, you also saw plenty of people glance over. Staring a little bit less because they believe he has armor grafted to him. They were not told he is some sort of construct. They were told this is a man with armor grafted to him. But they're still kind of looking. Some of them might have the look of like, oh, that poor soul, he's stuck inside of armor forever. And some of them have the look of like, that weird motherfucker.
I would look for a cloak that was similar to like what I was wearing from my.
He has a cloak. He has one on.
Oh, Tate does? Okay, I didn't think
Oh,
he did.
Tate?
I don't.
No, Tate doesn't.
I'm perfectly content with that. My
Tate-
character loves getting people looking at her.
Tate's character absolutely has just everyone looking at her going, what the hell is that? Granted, a lot of the people in the bar aren't doing it quite as much anymore because she's been here for a few days. So now it's kind of a little bit less of that. But the city goers.
It's more so that my character knows how it feels to be stared at. So it's more like a just kind of like a courtesy thing. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. So I'll see if they have like a cloak that is similar to the gear from my lands.
You find a cloak.
Okay. I bring it up to the lady and ask her how much it is.
So while you're doing that, taking it up real quickly, Jared, again, whatever you're realistically looking for, you find it. You find some fabric. Is that all you're going for? You take that and take it up to her, or
Yeah.
ask her? Okay. Noah or Kelb, anything in here that your characters cared to look for, or you were just kind of looking at their assortment?
Fucking gloss sword.
Do you
I was just
pick up
looking
the
around.
cloth sword? It's a sword that's I use quotation marks here. A sword that is kind of the same thing like Jared's bandana fabric he's looking at, and it's just stuffed with wool. So it's got enough wool in it to be solid, to be able to look like a kind of, I say sword, but it's more like trying to think of an example.
The nightstick used by police.
Yeah, but a thick one. But it has a handle on it. So it's a sword for kids
sword
to be
plushie?
able to... Yeah, kind of like a sword plushie, basically.
I do not. I'm just looking. at it.
Okay.
But thank you for describing the claw sword.
This is now...
Might be back
It's
tonight.
now a thing. Canon. Cloth sword.
Just like at AJ's goddamn shop.
Yep.
Anyway. When you walk up, Demois, and ask about the cloak, she goes, for that one, 2 silver.
Okay. Alright. So, also ask if they have like a sheath.
What kind of sheath?
A scimitar sheath.
The weapon that's on my
Must
back.
Pretty much.
resist urge to be dick.
Do scimitars have sheaths?
Nah.
No.
I just
They
want
might
something.
have a
I just,
scabbard. But
I just want something to carry it in, because I'm just literally carrying it. I guess maybe not so much as just an easier
Fucking
way of
cat.
carrying it, because I'm like just carrying it on my back, tied to something.
She says for 1 gold, she could use leather to make the appropriate type of holster for that weapon. I
Could
can't think of what that would be.
It's fine. Could I ask if I could get both for 1 gold?
She takes a moment. Roll me a diplomacy, I think. Yeah, I think it would be a diplomacy check. Because you're conversing. You're not trying to force her and you're not lying to her. You're just trying to ask her.
either to. Oh wait, no, never mind. That's not a thing. Never mind.
Well, the only other thing I would think
Yeah,
of is
diplomacy's
appraise,
the thing.
but appraise is to figure out the price, not to...
Well, I thought there was a
Ask.
persuade check. But that's
Nope,
in
not
5.
this.
Let's see, what did you say? Diplomacy. So that's 9.
The other option's fucking intimidate, but not really intimidating.
So 22.
22? Absolutely.
But he's got super diplomacy because charisma.
Yeah, and if he was turned into a chicken, he'd be keeping that charisma score of his.
Alright,
Come again?
so I'll buy the leather thing for the scimitar and the cloak for 1 gold.
All right, you get those. Jared, your character walks up and she goes, "What can I do you for?"
I hand her the cloth. I just need this cut out into a bandana.
Having now finished with Demoise's character, she looks at you and takes like a step back for a second. Oh, okay. Seeing, because you know the bottom half of your face. Are you like looking down as you say, so she can't see the bottom half of your face?
A little bit. She can probably still see it though, because I mean my cloak is pulled forward, but I doubt it's dark enough to hide.
Sure. So she takes a kind of like
So she rolls a slap check.
confused look almost at that, but she goes, "Of course." She heads out. If none of you converse or anything, and you're just kind of waiting in there, about 5 minutes later, she comes back. And goes, "You're in luck. I actually have one already made."
Thank
What
you.
color
How
were
much
you
would that
looking
be?
for, Jared?
Just like a brown or a canvas color.
Unfortunately, she comes back with one that's dark blue.
That's fine. The dark works.
Did I say dark? I meant neon because it's anyway. Yeah, no, dark blue.
Because it's the 80s.
Right, retro.
Right.
Anyway, so yeah, she gives you the thing, and she goes, "That'll be 1 silver."
I hand her the silver. Thank you.
Now you have a good day, dearie. And she heads on over to a little box